So I just want to introduce my colleague, our group CEO, Ando-san, in a more detailed way. So basically, Ando-san was in Tokyo. He was in charge of the Mitsubishi Electric Group that manages air conditioning systems, and he moved about 3.5 years ago to Italy to take over the position of the CEO of the Mahits Group. So he's also been a great visionary, supporter of India. He's always focused on the potential of India. He trusted the Indian story, and he has invested a lot of his effort into developing the Indian entity into what we are today. So I'm very happy that he's here today, as he should have been, as we expected him to be. So thank you.
And these days, of course, it's famous. There are lots of investment for data center or pharmacy. There are lots of investment is happening also in India.
And now, as of October 24, this is phase 1 and this is phase 2. Both are joined, so the whole factory is like a U. Next slide. This is the layout. This part is the old and this is the new part. All of this together is now one single shop floor, reaching 2.5 lakh square feet. As I said, this is the largest dedicated chiller manufacturing facility in India. So by 2030, you can see, year on year we are growing more and more sustainable, looking at various methods of reducing the carbon footprint. So in the next 5 years alone, our plan is to achieve, this is aligned with the Mitsubishi Electric Group's global vision for environment and sustainability. Next slide. Human capital, as I said, is very important. So we have invested in certain programs like Healthy Mind and Happy You, Happy Employee. So we practice a lot of other things, team building activities and various other things, because we believe that they are our most valuable capital, our human capital. Next slide. Products, I'll just skip this, not going into too much detail, but we are happy. If there's any specific information to share with you all, we can do that anytime. Next slide. We were the first in India to start making AHRI certified data center specific chillers made specifically for DC application. We also make the smallest footprint chillers. We can make chillers of nearly 600 tons in just a 14.2 meter long dimension. And in the past, we could only make at these conditions a chiller that would deliver about 500 tons. So a huge increase in the capacity in a very small framework. So this is a very important thing in terms of the need of the industry. Recovery chillers. So we are the first multinational company that started to make in India energy recovery. Like, to give you an example, this hotel we are cooling the inside and rejecting the heat outside. So you can recover that waste heat and use that waste heat to, for example, heat the water in the showers or in the laundry or in the kitchen, etc. So we avoid dumping heat into the atmosphere, and at the same time we save energy and carbon footprint of heating. What we've been doing, but you see, the Indian market has been so, let's say, the demand has been so high. It's been really hard for us, because somewhere our customers in India, I think their expectation is that we prioritize them, and it was the basic purpose of this facility was. But in future, certainly, I would actually request Ando-san to speak more about the global vision and what role India, Klimaneta India will play.
Anyway, for global demand for our business sector is drastically growing, and it's not only, of course, India is maybe fastest speed, but they have in Europe, USA, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa, and obviously we are happy. We definitely would like to utilize this facility's capability and also people's capability to contribute to cover the other part of market. And conceptually, of course, we are under planning. But anyway, the idea is that produce products in this facility or developed product in this facility to be sent for everywhere. It's not like territorial or things. Of course, we are now shipping from Italy. Also, we have a factory in China. So there, we are gradually going to share all the market from the appropriate products and appropriate services. So
Sometime in the northern side of Bangalore, possibly close to Narsapur, Mitsubishi themselves have 3 companies, 3 factories here, Mitsubishi Electric Group, including ours. I believe they like the climate, they like the culture. I think South India is exemplary in terms of work ethics, more so even Karnataka work culture, skill set. You know, the people are very skilled, technically qualified. There are a lot of engineering graduates in Bangalore. I think we have very diverse cosmopolitan culture, great food. I know Sam would vouch for the food. Currently, our order book for this year is about, we have in hand orders about 500 crores. I'm not sure if we'll be able to bill all of that this year. Maybe we will only be able to bill 90% of that. So one thing is for sure, technical department will need a lot of investment because we have to cope up with those designs. So this is, I don't know if it's a very clearly addressing your answer or not, but this is what I can say at this point of time. Our target aim could be to double our capex investment and eventually reach 20% in exports. And next couple of years will give us more clarity on. But right now, the reception that we've got in the Indian market is very good. I would say we're very happy with the progress. It's better than what we had expected until a couple of years ago. And that's why phase 2 happened in quick succession of phase 1. So it was almost continuous. You know, in first 2 years we set up phase 1 and in the next 2 years phase 2. So it was absolutely very. At this point of time, it is about 55% is imported, mostly from Europe, Germany, Italy, mostly from Europe. Somehow we have focused more, our supply chain has been more Europe-centric than, I'm talking of the imports, than China. Although by and large the industry does import a lot from China, but we have, I think it's partly to do with the, and of course some Japanese products as well we use. Partly it has to do with the fact that Mitsubishi set very, very stringent quality standards. So we are very careful in sourcing our suppliers. We hope in time to come it will grow because we are urging some of our global suppliers to set up factories in India and they are responding well. Some of them have started to set up. Maybe we could hope, we would like very much if we can reduce to half the percentage.
As I said, anyway, this applied business is globally expanding drastically. And especially India, we see the fastest growth rate ratio, especially for data center sector. And also like a pharmacy, those kind of areas, India has a huge growth. And also India has a strong like a global network, human network. So it's a really, for total Mitsubishi Electric appliance business, it should be a very, very important hub, especially in the future. Actually, for the investment for this appliance business sector of Mitsubishi Electric, of course, I'm in Italy, in Mitsubishi Electric Hydraulics and IT Cooling Systems. That's a 100% owned company. And we have one joint venture in China. And this year, we opened up a new Vietnamese factory already for additional investment. And also last year, we opened up the new R&D center in Italy. And today, we are happy to announce for the doubling size of the factory and also establishment of a very strong R&D center in India. So that kind of series of investment is based on whole like a bigger picture of Mitsubishi Electric, and we are expecting a much more big like a role, and we are together like to achieve it really bringing up our Indian facility, Indian company, for more global contributor. And again, thank you very much. Not only products, but also service investment, we don't forget. For service, we are hiring about 100 people here additionally. For our business, critical applications there. So not only improving the quality or reliability of product side, but also from the service side, we'd like to contribute for this social challenge. So